Is it true that Tupac had Biggie's first demo with Juicy on it?
Yeah. Yep. I'll never forget it. So we used to play Big's demo every day. When we got Big's demo, we used to take turns playing it all day.
Right.
Like I'll have it for a whole day. Somebody else will have it for a whole day. By the time we finished with that demo, it was destroyed. Because
tape was warped.
Right.
Right.
We played it over and over and over and over and over again.
Okay. So do you know where they got the demo from?
I think he got it from Big.
He got it from Big.
Yep. I think Big personally gave it to him.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And we used to, it was dope, man. It was crazy.
Right.
Right? The songs on there, it was dope. At that time, it was like crazy. And we was listening to it all the time. And I will never forget when Big's album was about to come out. So after us listening to that demo for so long, we was anticipating the album.
Okay.
But more importantly, Pac had got an invitation to come to Big's album release party.
Okay.
In New York. And when he got that invitation, I never seen another black man happier for another black man before, like Pac was.
So Pac was ultimately happy for Biggie.
Was he? Man, he was not only happy, man, he was grateful for his friend. Like he was like, man, he was so supportive, so happy to hear that he was invited. He made sure that we all was going to come to that. Mm-hmm. None of us could miss that. All of us was coming with him to that, mm-hmm. even if he had to pay for our flights, which he did. Mm-hmm. But he paid for everybody. We all went to support his friend. He wanted to support his friend. He wanted to be there. But I never forget how happy he was, genuinely happy for the success of Big.
Right.
And I thought that, and the reason why I never forget it is because I have not seen since then, or even now, that type of love and joy for another person's success that was genuine without any motives hidden. I'm gonna get this if I support him, there's something in it for me. You know what I'm saying? It was none of that. It was all about him supporting Big for his success.
Right.
With nothing attached to it. And I saw that from Pac. And that was beautiful, I thought.
Right.
You know what I mean? I really did. I thought that was very mature of him. And I thought that it was honest.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. So with you saying that and that because like I said, you were there and a lot of other people don't know what that was like, the feeling between those two guys from that perspective, especially in dealing with that. But do you think that's why Tupac was so hurt after he went to prison and he heard who shot you? Even though they might have said that it was done before, done after, do you think that was part of the reason why Tupac was so hurt?
Yeah, I know it was, because I was hurt too.
Okay.
I fed into that theory that this song was for you.
Right.
Because listen to the lyrics. The first thing you're gonna think, and it's, by the way, that's one of Big's dopest songs though.
Right.
He was hurt because the shit was so dope too. Like, like
it's a difference to have a whack song.
That you perceive as a diss song, right? If it's whack, then but that shit was dope. Everything.
It was lyrically clever, the beat, everything. Yeah.
Man.
And so Pac told you that he was hurt?
Yeah. He was hurt.
Right.
He was hurt. I know he was hurt, He showed it a lot when I visited him. He was hurt about that song. Why would he release that? Why would he release that song? I'm gonna tell you another thing, Pop. I'm gonna tell you another story.
So this was in jail. He was asking you why would he release that?
Why would he release something like that?
Right.
But I remember one time we went to a comedy show.
Okay.
And we was going to see Wanda. Remember Wanda?
Yeah, absolutely.
That was the co-host with Frank Ski.
Yeah.
On the radio show. She was on stage doing her comedy. And we were all in the audience. Me, Pac, Stretch. Shout out to Stretch. Shout out to Pac. We was all in the audience. And she zeroed in on my dude about the rape case.
Oh, she zeroed in on Pac about the rape case?
Yeah, like she put him on blast. Wow. Like it was packed.
Right.
And everybody's drinking, having a good time. Everybody's laughing at her jokes. But she zeroes in on him and says some crazy stuff about his allegations, his rape allegations.
Wow.
And she put him on Front Street like he was guilty. She made him guilty.
Right.
in the trial of opinion,
Right.
right? In the court of opinion.
Right. The court of public opinion.
In
Right.
public opinion.
Right.
And she had him on trial. And that hurt him. That really hurt him. He was very emotional. He didn't cry, but he was very, very emotional about that. Very sad that she would do that to him.
Wow.
Put him on Front Street. It hurt him a lot, man.
Right.
And I was alluding to that when we was talking about Ayanna, how that really humiliated Pac, man. It made him feel like, you know, this person that he struggled so hard to be, and struggled so hard to show, was all destroyed
based on the accusation. Right, right.
And he was so far from that, and that really did hurt him. I seen him go through a lot of pain with that, dealing with that.
Wow.
You know, and I want people to understand that, man. That you know, that you know, people make it look easy when they dealing with adversity, dealing with pain.
Mm-hmm.
They make it look easy. You don't see that they're dealing with this pain. You don't see that they go home every night and they cry to their wife, or they cry to that they're dealing with this pain. But when you see them, you see a facade that they're strong, they're doing what they're doing. But no, man, people suffer from pain.
Well, I think the situation with Tupac and a lot of celebrities, I think people deal with it. They take away the humanistic aspect.
They do,
of it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like they start to judge you based on, oh, you're successful, and then they have this preconceived idea of who you're supposed to be versus who you really are. But from your perspective, being a family member, being close and intimate with them, you can basically see that for yourself, the human side of what that effect was. People think of Tupac the thug and the public persona and so on and so forth. So appreciate you sharing that, man.
Very well said.
Yeah, thank you for saying that, sharing that, bro.